Third game?
Third game.
All right.
Hello.
I'm 2-0.
Yep. About to change that.
All right.
Welcome everyone to a great Sunday night
Atlanta.
with the NBA here on 2K Sports.
ATL.
Alongside Greg Anthony.
Dirty South. I used to play up at the YMCA.
And this decade is
No
kind
real
of wide
Wyclef.
open. So, with young teams on the horizon, the deep roster of teams and talent in the West, a lot of people are talking about Oklahoma City as the team to watch in the 2020. What do you think?
OKC has this league at the palm of their hands and really the direction. The nucleus led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City, that is among the best. They have tons of picks. Kevin, I mean dozens of draft picks that they can trade to get even more talent. No organization is set up quite like the Thunder. They have to be aiming for championships down the line.
They've stayed the course. Agreed wholeheartedly with you. They're going to be fun. So with Howard sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Mutombo is out there with Johnson. Then it's Young. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Robinson. In at the 3, the small forward. Shot clock at 5.
What the fuck?
Young with the steal. Outside Robinson. Down low. Here's Johnson. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And then Ewing with the jam.
And I love the patience of Durant, and then the quick decision when he sees something.
Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Violation.
This game sucks.
The Thunder have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Gilgeous-Alexander against Young. And Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's like your first lead
gets it to
ever.
go.
It is.
Work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Young pass to McGrady. Kemp with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And the passing ability of James Harden, elite.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. Robinson for 3. Shot from 12. Just 5 to shoot. And Ewing with the block.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with
I knew they were going to suck.
Yeah, once he
The
gets
fucking
to the
Hawks.
rim, it's lights out. Kemp, just too much power and explosiveness.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and Coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands.
No.
He can
Not
hit you with the
overthinking
pass
that.
and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Well, we talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution. Maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
Kemp passes to Ewing. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
And Ewing with that size really creates a tough matchup, especially when he's attacking the offensive board.
Johnson kicks to Robinson. Got a piece of it. It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Fuck.
And good coming on the assist.
This
by
game
Kemp.
sucks.
Every
How
time
do you
they
shoot?
get scored on during this run,
You last
it's
night.
come from inside the paint.
Well, I'm getting all layups and
Here's
dunks right
Robinson.
now.
11 feet out. in
You're
the
hitting
inside.
contested fucking middies.
Robinson's got 6 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous Alexander.
Wide open middies.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And he goes in for the dunk.
The fuck out of my way,
Brady has
James
an
Harden.
Impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
And here's Harden for 3. No good for the 5th time from the floor this game. He's made 2 shots.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Pass to KD. Tries from 16. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Mutombo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Young. It's rebounded
Not
by
over,
Oklahoma
Pat.
City. Kemp's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And this is Mutombo's calling card, using that wide wingspan to just erase shots left and right.
Robinson down low. He's against Kemp. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's McGrady. A shot off that time. Great defense that time from Ewing.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
Oh! Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching the players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
McGrady.
Jeff Van
And
Gundy?
here's the slam dunk to finish
Sounds
it
like
off.
him.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Ewing dishes to Durant. The tray. Again, the miss by KD.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
McGrady passes to Young. Johnson outside. And Ewing with the block. And they're able to recover. And Young kicks to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. He was all alone on that one. Johnson's got it back down to single digits for the Hawks.
And zero hesitation from Johnson. Whenever ISO Joe has a look, he's going to let it go.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Combines Oklahoma City takes possession. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. Second, the Thunder.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Holmgren's check in. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Poked away. Kemp with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Lobbed up there for KD. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And it doesn't even have to be an accurate pass. With Durant's length, you can just throw it up and you know this guy will get it.
And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this
the wolf.
league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be be plenty of interest. And that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title, and you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. Howard, that's good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Bulls, that's for sure. Inside, here's Holmgren. And the call on the shot that sends him
all over him.
And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. He doesn't get the second one. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's McGrady. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Out to Anthony. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple. And the Thunder lead by 10.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's foul
Ran
number
right
2
into
for
him.
him.
On Fatty?
Well, that's already his second
James Harden?
foul.
Workout
And
machine
that puts
fucking
the
Harden?
coach in a tough position.
Wilkins is checked in for the Hawks. And here is Paul. Outside Anthony for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
Too much,
Shams, you've
PG,
been
too
around
much.
the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron
Good
James,
defense,
like
Chet.
Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard.
Defense
Devin
is fucking
Booker,
It's stout right now.
Williamson, Anthony
Wembanyama,
Davis,
I mean, we're going
De'Aaron
down the
Fox,
line.
Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right. They're all fun to watch.
Oh.
It's stolen by Wilkins.
That was good.
McGrady with the ball.
Fucking
George
A.
picks him up, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
Maravich, he's checked in for Tracy McGrady. Ball against Crawford. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
No doubt one of the more imaginative players in our league. Paul consistently finds ways to score.
The Hawks trail by 13. Outside, Maravich. Pass to Crawford. Outside, Robinson. And here's Maravich for
ball.
3. The kick out to Wilkins. A 3 ball. Taken away by Anthony.
Can't get shit.
And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
What the fuck?
Maravich with the steal. He's all alone. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Maravich. Howard's got his 2nd basket.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some open.
The 3 from Anthony. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll take a quick break.
Trying to.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
And so in the game for the Hawks.
How do you shoot?
And there's Maravich.
You just got him. That was a good basketball play right there.
The three. Hey, Shans, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power.
I can't even make a fucking
NBA.
layup.
What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long
Who's
time.
that?
It's wide open
Pistol
for teams
Pete.
in both conferences.
That was a good shot.
In the East and West to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, a couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
Paul with the steal. To the middle. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Here is Maravich. The kick out to Young. From downtown, Thunder with the rebound. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And going back a season
Damn
ago,
it.
it was a win for
I still don't get it.
in their 2 meetings.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar
Dwight Howard, get the
opponents can
fuck out of the
tell you a lot.
perimeter. He just
And
keeps
now
going
the
back there
latest
like it's his
from our
fucking
reporter,
position.
David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. Paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. Patrick Ewing's checked in for the Thunder. Mutombo is checked in for Atlanta. Here's Anthony. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Young in the corner. Back to Maravich. 5 to shoot. Young outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Paul. Look at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks. It was a win against the Charlotte Hornets. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To
Don't
me,
know why
it's
you
having
just put it
players
up.
stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys in.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what
Fucking A.
you think. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. George dishes to Carmelo. Pass to Paul. Allen for the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Allen's got his first 3 points of the game.
I
Man,
don't.
this is Allen's
I
go-to
don't.
shot. Just a sensational
It
shooter.
seems so
I don't get
arbitrary.
your fucking defense and how you got 3 guys covering me.
You're running into the 3 guys.
Young inside. Defended by Paul. Floats one. No good from Maravich.
But my
Thunder
guys just
leading by
stand there like,
13.
and I can't call fucking plays because you play defense like a bum. Let me get the ball, get the ball, get the ball, get the ball. Try and call a play,
Over
fucker.
Johnson. The shot by Anthony, no good.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Washington Wizards.
And for that matchup with the Kings, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second, a nice way to get your offense going.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Ewing. And Kemp subbed in for Anthony. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Young. Holmgren wide open. The 19-footer is on the money. Holmgren's got 6 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
A baseline J. Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession.
I like the hustle.
Ball.
I like
He
the
had a
hustle,
strong
PG.
showing last season. He was around 9 points per last year. 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I love having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of the team.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. It's going to be Holmgren shooting. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady. The Thunder shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Well, the way to CBA introducing the second apron, limiting, Shams, what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron. And the
Fucking
amount
A.
of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes. And less of a chance of super teams, just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax, it's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. That, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. The 3 from George. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Young against Paul. Young passes to Johnson. Robinson for 3. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. On its way from Young for 2. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Durant. The powerful flush by Durant.
Look at KD throwing it down, not giving the defense any opportunity there.
Paul against Young. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Young. In the corner, it's Robinson. Outside, Maravich. His 3-pointers off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Kicks it out to Allen. Offensive rebound. In close, Durant gets the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Johnson, a wide open look, and once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Durant for 3. Durant
Really?
with another miss. The Hawks trail by 15. Mutombo in the high post. Working on Holmgren. They get the rebound. And Young kicks to Johnson. From deep. Atlanta with the rebound. Mutombo's got his 16th rebound on the night. Outside, Maravich. Outside for Robinson.
Oh,
Takes
good
the three.
pass.
Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in this game. Nobody near George. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Holmgren with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Nobody near Allen. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one. Robinson for 3. Pass to Johnson. Now here is Robinson.
Shit.
To end the cold streak. And he sinks the layup.
Good bucket.
Robinson's got 16.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Here's Paul. Outside for Durant. Back to Holmgren. And yes, it's good. Holmgren's got 11 points in the quarter.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
The Hawks trail by 18. Outside, Maravich. Over Allen. And it's good off the back rim and in. Maravich has got his second bucket.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. A rare miss for him. Atlanta shooting just 39% in the second quarter. And here's Young from the arc. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways
And
to help
one.
his team win.
Stupid.
And balance of Paul overcoming some physical defense there.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Kemp's checked in for Durant. And it's Carmelo Anthony in for Paul George.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
McGrady outside.
Like, they're just... I gotta fucking look it up.
What?
But they all just stand there and fucking look at me. Like, there's no movement on this fucking team.
Outside Wilkins. Willis against Kemp. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Holmgren. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Jeff Green is checked in for the Thunder.
Number 15, Jeff Green.
1:58 left to play here in the half.
A clever play by Paul. He makes sure to get some contact and draw the foul.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. The first free throw is good. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Harden's checked in. Then for the Hawks, Joe Johnson. He's checked in for Wilkins. And it's Crawford in for Teague. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony.
Mellow.
That's foul number 2 for him. Dominique Wilkins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Teague comes in for Jamal Crawford. Ball's knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. In third, the Thunder. Number 5, the Hawks.
You love when you get these two teams together. Just an absolute shootout because both of them can put up a ton of points.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Chris Paul.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
And this is how lethal Anthony is in close, capable of throwing it down all over the defense.
And Shams, what an absolute
Who the fuck is this
delight
guy?
it has been
Jeff
having
Teague?
you
Yeah.
courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you
wait for
so
the
much
Hawks.
for taking time to join us. It has been
Podcaster
a true
now.
pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this.
Oh, who was that?
You won't need a harder
Dominique.
worker
That was a-
in terms
that was
of
a nice
NBA
lay.
coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
Here's Green. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Teague with a clean look. That 3 off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 21. Goes it up high, and then Kemp slams it in.
Oh, beautiful setup there. One thing you can say about Kemp, no pass is too high for him to go get.
Here's McGrady. Hands it from downtown. McGrady's got 9.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Drills it from outside.
both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket.
Damn it, Melo.
and
You're
willing
wide
to
open.
fight to get it.
With 1 on the clock. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Thunder out in front. Just
I hope you're having fun.
dominating this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David, for that
20 points,
interview, and we'll
turn
see you
around.
back here after the
They
break
can, but
for
I
third
mean,
quarter
I do
basketball.
not like this team. I mean, I've only played with 2 other teams at this point, and they're by far like the least talented. I feel like half my roster's current.
Just Trae Young
Hey,
and
folks.
John
Thanks.
Collins.
I
What about
mean,
Teague?
when you go inside,
He played. He's
and
retired
impose
now.
your will this
How-
way,
was he
you're
current, though?
delivering a gut punch. Yeah, there's a
2010s.
And looking
yeah.
ahead tonight,
That's ish.
that is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Like your guys' little fucking sidestep and shuffle defense. Like I can't pass through it and I can't
And
run
as we
around
dive
it.
into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the
See, why the fuck is he out on the
camaraderie
perimeter? Like, why aren't you
building
crashing the
toward a
fucking
result.
boards when I just
But I've
picked?
started to
Crash
get
Crash
so
the
good
fucking
at
boards.
broadcasting
I don't
as
know,
I've
man.
gotten to know my partners
I don't know how it
Well,
works.
it's great being your partner.
likewise.
Sean Kemp is out there with Anthony. Then there's Green. Then it's Harden. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. Clock at 6. Here's Young. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Johnson's shot is off. Oklahoma City leading by 23.
I hope this team loses every fucking game.
The 3 from Anthony.
So I never have to see him again.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks.
What if they make it to the finals?
Here in this third quarter, just
I would
over a
be
minute
amazed.
play.
I would be too.
Here's
honestly.
Young from the arc. Kept alive by Atlanta. Robinson sinks that one from the post. Robinson's got 18 points.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
And here's Green outside.
Oh,
and
come on.
again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Hawks trail by 21. Young with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Mutombo kicks to McGrady. And the rebound goes to the
So
Thunder.
why the fuck didn't you
Kemp's
dunk
got
it, bro? You were
rebound
fucking a foot
number
above the
7
rim.
for him tonight.
They've come out a little cold after
And
that
fucking
halftime
Fatty's
break.
just gonna fucking run around everybody.
From the field to start the third quarter.
And just a
The fucking sommelier of the NBA.
The what?
Sommelier.
What is that?
Isn't that a wine person?
It's 3 on 3
Oh,
on the
I
fast
don't know.
break.
Is it?
And here's Anthony for 3. And that comes off
Of
the
course.
assist by Russell Westbrook. He's got 13.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
Now Johnson. He's got 6. Outside for Robinson. And right away, they match it with a
Good play.
three-pointer of their own. Robinson's got 21 in the game. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now.
What?
Who are looking to bring that first championship to
I made it, so what's the deal?
Goaltending?
Yeah, so big deal. I made it regardless.
Kevin, thanks.
Not like
I
I'm
asked
getting an
Quinn
extra point
Snyder
out of it.
what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder.
Second team foul.
Here's McGrady. He's got 11. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Harden.
Give me a fucking break.
To the paint. Here's Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Good movement, everybody.
Young against
Good
Westbrook.
movement. Makes it real easy to move the ball when y'all just fucking stand there.
Young with
How about
the
if I
ball.
put y'all in motion? Oh, good movement now.
Pass to Mutombo.
Mutombo.
Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Johnson. McGrady outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot.
I'm like
off
you
inside.
right now. This game's
Payton,
stupid.
he's checked
I'm just
in
going to
for
start
James
jacking up
Harden.
fucking threes from half court.
Oklahoma City has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The Hawks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
Yeah, sorry, everybody. Your fucking stats for the whole
Thunder have
season
gone
are going to be
5 of
fucked
9
because of my
field goal
performance
attempts since
tonight.
halftime. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free
All right, you
basket
happy?
right there.
Yeah.
You happy?
Giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Johnson, the pass to McGrady. And again with the rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jeff Green picks one up, and a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screen. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA.
Fucking it. Can you guys catch the motherfucking ball?
Making
I'm
a
sorry.
change
Are you guys
here.
professional?
Maravich is checked in. Here's Mutombo. Hawks passing it around.
Oh, my gosh.
Outside, Maravich. In the corner, it's Robinson. Over Payton. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. And it's Green with the jam.
You have to love the approach Payton takes to the game. An exceptional passer who does a great job with distributing the basketball.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
On the wing, Tracy McGrady, covered by Payton. Kicks it out to Johnson. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Green. How he performed last season. Put up about 10 points per game, 2 assists and 3 rebounds. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load. Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Atlanta has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And Johnson, just great touch from outside. Love how quick that release is.
And Green gets it to go. Green's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
For 3, Smith. Up again. It's good on the putback.
I mean, the one guy you have to box out. Dikembe is so active on the glass.
The three from Anthony. Zumbo grabs the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Robinson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jeff Green picks one up. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks streak, they've gone as far as the defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. George is checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Howard's checked in. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And perfect timing.
Steve
this
Smith.
run is exactly
Oh shit, I'm in the
what they
fucking
needed,
stand.
and it's
Sorry, buddy.
right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And here's Atlanta. They're on an 11-3 run. For the finish, and it screams.
It's in the fucking stands again. My
Capable
fault.
of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
Robinson misses.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Maravich dishes to Smith. Maravich with it. Westbrook picks him up. Smith for 3. No good on that one. Excellent D there from George. Payton outside. Outside, Kemp. Payton the bounce pass. And there's Sean Kemp on the assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this thing.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Smith, no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Kemp kicks to George. To the inside. Green, and Green slams it in.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
George, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was the most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. No one near Payton as he lets it go. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Thunder.
It's stolen by Wilkins.
2 minutes.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Drains the three-pointer. Green's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Oklahoma City. McGrady against Payton. The shot by McGrady, no good. Oklahoma City's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Here's George. Rebound, Atlanta. McGrady outside. To the left wing. Howard with it. George picks him up. Here's McGrady. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Oklahoma City.
Assisted by Kevin Lewis.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Jeff Teague.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Young, good.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
Oklahoma City shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Here's Anthony, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Anthony's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And Anthony, really one of the most confident jump shooters, an elite level scorer who gets plenty of opportunities. And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And it's John Collins with the rebound. He shoots again, and Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got 14 points now in the second half.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
Well, you have to play like it's a tight game. You cannot let up in this league.
Carmelo Anthony
This
getting
game's
it
stupid.
done for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He totaled 14. And how about a look now at our
Defensively, they
assists of the
suck.
game?
Offensively,
Brought to you
they
by
suck.
State Farm.
They should just fold.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight.
bring up
Look
a
at
G
the
League team.
precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Howard sitting on the bench, here's the five for Quinn Snyder right now. Trae Young is out there with Maravich. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Johnson. And it's Willis in at the five, roaming the paint. Johnson surveying the floor. There's the triple. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Out to the wing. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot, keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Here's Anthony. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Anthony's got 21 in the game.
And what a smooth release on that shot. Melo is money in the bank from there.
I don't want to do
No
that.
good from Maravich.
I forget
The
the
Thunder
fucking
have gone
joystick
1
does
of
that because I
3
don't
from
use
the
it.
field to start the fourth quarter. Holmgren can't hit.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And it's sent back by PD.
And how about the reach of Durant? Terrific job of having that on display defensively. And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Anthony in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
I'm going to start ending seasons
Durant's
right
got
now.
3 assists now in this one.
Again, it's Melo. He's lighting up the scoreboard, and this is what Anthony does.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren, and that one goes long.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
No good from Maravich.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Young taking his time here. Unloads. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And here's Anthony from the arc. The putback. That shot off. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. The wide open look here for Anthony. Good on the three-point shot. Anthony's got 26.
Quick thinking from Anthony. He's so good at going right up with that shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And Anthony gets it to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Young's shot is off.
It's just as close as anything else I have.
Is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Robinson. Atlanta again missing. Oklahoma City's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. The wide open look for Durant. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. Goes back up. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter. Holmgren in the post. Willis on him. And the dunk by Holmgren.
You want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Maravich against Allen. Takes a 3. No good from Maravich. And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 13-4 run right now. KD can't get it to go. Atlanta shooting just 34% from the floor. No good from Maravich.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Allen finds KD. And the shot goes down.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
Robinson for 3. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Johnson against Anthony. Shoots over Johnson. A shot by Anthony, no good. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Robinson, and it's in off the backboard. Robinson's got 27.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
The first one falls. And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for Atlanta.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
The shot by Anthony, no good. The Hawks shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth. Robinson misses.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
And Anthony with the basket on the assist by KD. Anthony's got 11 points in the quarter.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Johnson in the corner. Taken away by Anthony. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And the jump by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Now, here is McGrady. From deep three-point territory. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Here's McGrady. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. KD's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 32 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And here's Maravich from the arc. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 16th rebound on the night.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Durant. No good that time. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. And the Thunder
Can't catch anything with that.
Stupidest game I've ever fucking played. 2K25.
Tumbo is checked in
It
for
sucks.
The stupidest game.
I'm not gonna argue.
Oladipo outside.
I think it's making up for the
Pass
ass
to
whooping the
Paul.
fucking Thunder
Three-pointer.
got last night.
Rebound by the Hawks.
Like, oh, we can't have that happen 2 in a row. Not with Carl
Outside,
Marlo Anthony
Maravich.
on every other team. This is the good team he's on.
Can't hit.
He's on the Lakers too.
It's fucking every team, Carmelo.
Something's missing.
Yeah, and
He's on every fucking
sometimes
team.
Guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Outside Robinson to stop the drought. Rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hayward can't hit. Atlanta's shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. McGrady against Hayward. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Shot on the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And here is McGrady. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Green dishes to Oladipo. Back to Green. The kick out to Oladipo. Here's Kemp, and Kemp slams it in.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest.
No one fucking
against
asked
his
you.
coach?
Well,
Your
if that
thought
was one of
on
my
what was
players,
going on.
I'd think about
I guess
sitting
somebody's
him
paying
down
him.
right away and letting him think about that one.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside, Maravich. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. 6 to shoot. They need this. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Oh, that's a great find by Mutombo, a guy who always seems to make the right play.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the 3-pointer. Hayward's got 5 points now this quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Oklahoma City.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they
that's
win their
why.
first game against this squad.
What?
It's a 2-game season.
The AI had to get them a
and they'll be
win.
going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And something we've
it's
come
all
to
coming
almost
together.
expect
Oh my goodness.
is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
And Oladipo kicks to Green. Joe Johnson pulls it in.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Takes it off the glass.
And we are used to seeing this from Johnson. This is how dangerous a scorer he is.
Paul passes to Green. Here's the three. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting...
That will never happen again.
It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most. Thank you for that, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Who's player of the game?
So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.
I can't imagine why you just push it to him all game every time you
No, I don't.
You push it to him, push it to him. You're going to be the best player ever this season, Carmelo. Here's the ball. Here's the ball. Here's the ball. Here's the ball. Here's the ball.
I spread the ball around a lot.
It's because my team sucks. They let you.
Chet Holmgren's a problem for you.
Anybody against that team's a problem. Glenn Robinson had a game.
Yeah, he did. Shot 50% from the field.
And he had 12 rebounds. Did he have a triple-double?
No.
Double-double.
Double-double.
Oh, triple-double if you look at how many minutes he played. He only did not play 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Tracy McGrady had a shitty game. 9 of 29.
Yeah, you forced it to him.
I couldn't fucking score with anybody. Look, Trae Young, 1 for 13. Your defense was fucking too good.
It was pretty good.
I couldn't make shit. I couldn't get in for shit. Game's stupid. Hope it breaks.
What?
Hope it breaks.
The game?
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, everybody, whoever is watching.